Are you one of those people that might say that you got low self-esteem? What's another word for that? We could say low self-esteem or poor self-image or low self-image. How do you define that? What do you tell yourself that makes you think you have a poor self-image? Well, guess what? It's caused by one of these little buggers behind us, and him and I are going to help you today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Emotion Code Bro Show. My name is Michael Loge. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, and I'm live here every Saturday on the Bro Show, episode number 174. Guess what? That means there's 173 other episodes you can watch on our Facebook page, on this Facebook page, or you can go to our podcast channel, or you can go to our YouTube channel. Who's that? John, good morning. Say hello to our friends watching today, please.
Hey everyone, I'm John Inverarity, a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And yeah, this is the one that I like working with my clients with. It comes up over and over and over again, and it seems to be kind of like one of the core imbalances or, root causes of a lot of people's concerns, health concerns, mental health concerns, physical relationships, business, whatever it may be. And yeah, it's that poor self-image or self-criticism. We'll get into it a little bit more in a bit. But hey, if you're watching live, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, we're going to help two people, and we'll get into that in a bit as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in a bit, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of people in saying hello. Let us know that you're watching. We want to acknowledge you. John, I'm going to do the announcements first, and then I'm going to get you to say hello to our friends. Hey, mark your calendar. It's coming down January 1st at 9 a.m. This time right now, January 1st. I'm doing a special muscle testing training. Now, you're thinking, January 1st, I can't make it. Hashtag, I think you're home. Okay? And you can register. There's a worksheet that goes with it. I don't have it in front of me. The worksheet, I'm going to teach you 4 elements: how to be a fast, effective, and accurate muscle tester. You're going to be able to practice live. I'm going to have some people on the Zoom call. Some of you are going to watch it live. Some of you are going to watch the replay. But honestly, register so you can get the reminders and the worksheet, because I'm an accelerated learning trainer. That means I'm going to get you to write it, say it, do it, and think it. Worksheets are important. So that's the first little thing I want to share with you. Next, I want to let you know that even today, an hour after today's, I have a class for practitioners. It is how to go live on Facebook or Instagram. It is the last time I'm offering this year. I'm not offering it next year. So if you're a practitioner and you're thinking about, I'd like to do what John and Michael do, but I don't know how. Well, guess what? There's a model that we use. I'm going to teach it live today. You can go to michaelloge.com/events. Next week, I'm doing a special training on law of attraction. And then there's a January 1st. And also on this page, you can subscribe, and John and I will send you an email every Friday letting you know what the topic is and a listing of upcoming free events if you're a practitioner. So make sure you go to michaelloge.com/events. We can help you. John, you're up.
Hey, everyone. Yeah. So if you're watching live, say hello. If you've already done so, thank you so much. We're going to say some hellos here. Of course, Natasha Paula Samuels here and joined us as always. Sandy Max here says, hi, bros. Margaret's here. Margaret Charleville from Ireland.
So Sandy,
nice.
Margaret, and Natasha, good morning.
Yeah. Janisha Sony from the UK.
Okay.
Who else? Laura Nelson Bowman here says, hello, guys. Sharon DeRose is here from a chilly Burlington.
Hello, Janisha, Lauren, Sharon. Oh, there's Sylvia Bellini. We have a big, is this the UK episode today? Is it the British episode?
A few, yeah.
Did my British friends know that Victoria, where I lived, is named after Queen Victoria because Canada is still reigned by the Queen. I don't know if anybody knew that. So yeah, it's very Victorian here. We've got statues of the Queen, and we have a lot of Victorian-like buildings. Actually, Victoria is named Canada's gingerbread capital. If you can picture all the little gingerbread houses, that's where I live. Not in the gingerbread house, but in the gingerbread house capital of Canada. Who else, please?
Yeah. Permelia Parham's here. Says, good morning, bros. Happy to be watching from sunny Parksville on beautiful Vancouver Island.
You are. Good morning, Pravina.
Yeah, Evelina from Cyprus.
Hi, Chris. Look at that. Good stuff.
And
This is in the
hey,
house.
long time no see. Sophie Giroux from Montreal. Welcome back.
Oh, wow. We've got a lot of friends joining us today. My hunch is everyone's going to sit home. You know what I mean? So glad. Now, sitting home, guess what? 9 o'clock or 12 noon Eastern on New Year's Day. Really? You can hang out with me so you can learn how to muscle test. Oh, you don't want to be an emotion code practitioner? That's okay. You can use muscle test to ask your subconscious mind lots of questions. Maybe which vitamins you take or how many you should take or help you making some decisions. So a couple more, John. I'm seeing our friend Lisa from Squamish and Calgary is Sandra. Dolane, she hasn't been here for a while. She's acknowledging she's been a while, being a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're excited to have everybody here. Thank you, everybody. John and I, again, we're on episode 174. We love that you're sharing the show, that you're watching the show. Our podcast listeners are up to 110,000 podcast listeners. Very exciting. Shout out to you folks as well. Last week, John and I introduced a subject that we waited like for 173 episodes to talk about. Why? Because it's not a quick fix. And we like to show off. We like to do something on the bro show, have a holy S-ball moment, say you fixed my neck, you fixed my wrist. But we knew there was a couple subjects that you could not get corrected quickly, but could. John, introduce what we did last week and tell us your client update, please.
Right. Yeah. It's actually 2 weeks in a row that we did tough subjects, but last week was ringing in the ears.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So the buzzing, the clicking, the popping, ringing. Yeah, it's ringing in the ears, and it is difficult to overcome, right? Like there's just, there's really no quick fix for it that I know of, out there. And even with emotion code and body code, it is still not a quick fix. However, we, after a few sessions, multiple sessions, we can, turn down the dial, make it a little bit less noisy inside there, right? So I worked with Ray last week. He came in and with a severity of an 8 to start, and he said decades, like, 20, 30, 40 years. I have no idea how many decades, but it was ringing in the ears for decades. It's every day, nonstop. So we did a quick little demo on Saturday, and then did it again. I think it was Sunday or Monday. Then I, checked in with him sort of midweek and says, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Yeah, no, it's a 6. It's like better." I was like, "Awesome, great." So I went in again, did my little thing, gave it a day. "Hey, Ray, how you doing? How about an update? What's the number?" He's just like, "Yeah, no, it's a 4." It's like, awesome. That's fantastic, right? Great, Ray. So as you can see, it's not one and done. It's like 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 sessions, and you kind of get down like a point or two, a day or a session or something like that. So that's where we left it, from an 8 to a 4.
Yeah.
I haven't got an update this morning, at least, from him, but that just goes to show that it works. It's not a cure or fix. We can't promise that, but it makes it better.
And if you're a practitioner, we want you to see, we want you to kind of notice what we're doing. We're not asking you to book a half-hour appointment just to work on it, because it won't even allow us. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, sometimes it's 3 or 4 minutes. But, I remember reading Dr. Brad said, just keep trying it. It's emotions. But nobody wants to hire you for 8 half-hour sessions to work a minute. So, I built the client I was working on. I have a little daily list because I'm working with 4 or 5 people on things daily. I just have their permission. I don't have to call them, but some things take a little bit of picking, and ringing in the ears is one of those that does that. So my client, I only heard from her a couple of times, so we're back on our schedule. I need to hear, just like what John was talking about, don't tell me it's better, because better, I'm done. Better means it's better. I want a number. So I'm back on track with her, doing it on a daily basis. And again, there's a lot of confusion around a session. People say, what's a session? Well, a session is a 25-minute appointment. And within that 25-minute appointment, there's multiple sessions. I might do a session on ringing in the ears. I might do a session on seasonal allergies. I might do a session. But with ringing in the ears, it's multiple sessions, really short ones. So if you're a practitioner and you have a client, hold out for offering to work with them every day just for a minute or two. And there's not lots of emotions that come up every day, but there's always one that surfaces, and just hang in there is what we're saying. And
Yeah.
so that was the kind of the tough subjects that we worked on. I forget the one before that, John. It was quite similar. What was it?
Sleep.
Oh, sleeping. Yes, another fixable thing, but again, multiple visits.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Friends who, well, first of all, a lot of people saying hello this morning. We love that. But now we would like to, well, John's going to do an emotion code session today on the topic. So, John, can you tell us what of course, you and I get a lot of people that we help. Tell our friends what we're working on and what you're looking for today, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So today's episode is poor self-image. So that might mean different things to, different people. Essentially, well, a few different things it would be like self-criticism. So you're hard on yourself. And a lot of the time that stems from like childhood of being criticized for something, and you just still carrying that with you into your, later years, your adult years, beating yourself up. And then maybe you look in the mirror and you have like a damaged view of yourself and you're just like not worthy. So of whatever it may be, right? That's really, really common. Like low self-worth is another term. And even more so lately in the age of social media is like judging yourself and comparing yourself to others. So as we're all like sitting at home, scrolling on our devices, looking at other people's, not so real lives and seeing it all rosy.
Clothes and car and
Yeah.
hard being one person.
And you're just comparing yourself to that. And it's like, a lot of people do it. Like who doesn't, right? And then you feel that inadequacy, right? And that poor image of just like, oh yeah, that's what I want, right? So we're looking for volunteers. We know it is kind of a tough, sensitive subject, but this is like the core of a lot of people's health concerns, something that we know, they get over it, not get over it, but when they improve their self-worth, their self-image, they're happier in day-to-day lives and experience more joy and happiness, self-love, more enriching relationships. Like the list goes on, right?
Well, John, let's paint a little scenario of how this might have occurred. So let's, for example, that, we were young, one time we were young and we, excuse me, it could have been at school or the playground. It doesn't have to be at home. That somebody might have said something where you were embarrassed or ashamed and you never did anything with it. You never told anybody. So you held in these emotions, and these held in emotions, John, cue the size of an unprocessed held in emotion.
It's about the size of your fist.
That's right. So now you've got this embarrassment or shame or unworthiness or whatever the emotion might be. There's 60 possible ones. And you never cried, or you never told your mom or dad, or you were so embarrassed you couldn't even tell anybody. That becomes an unprocessed emotion. It never got processed. Mm-hmm. Now, as an adult, do we process them? Oh, we do. When we kick and scream and break dishes and kick cans and get really angry and ticked off, that's good processing as long as you do it how long, John? Say it when you do it how long?
Briefly.
Process the emotion, get rid of it. Then when you're done, you'll say, oh, that feels better. But when you were a little child and you had that experience, you didn't know about processing emotions and you were too embarrassed or shy or uncomfortable to tell anybody. So now that unprocessed emotion stays within you, and it's like a pimple that needs to be busted, but you don't want to touch it. And it gets flared up often. So John, let's go back out and see who's going to volunteer to have that experience reduced, lessened, or deleted by you today. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so looking for volunteers. So if that's you can just simply say, yeah, that's me. I'd like, help with this. Of course, I volunteer, something like that. Right. And we'll take over. We'll take it from there. Yeah. And so, yeah, go ahead. I haven't seen any new comments. Who else is here, though? Janet's here from Parksville. Gloria Padilla's here from California.
Sheldon, Gloria, good morning. Delane.
Sheldon Foster. Yeah, there's someone else. Patty's here from VA. That's it. I'm all caught up. I'm not seeing any other comments. So put your hand up. Yeah, say hello.
Let us know in the chat real quick. Just say, hey, you know what? I beat myself up, or I think this about myself, and you don't even have to tell us anything else. Give John permission. We want to demonstrate an emotion code session for you today. So we're looking for a volunteer. John will narrate the session, and it'll give you some context about how it's done here on the Emotion Pro Road shows. My hunch is you'd like to volunteer. Yes, I know it's you. Go ahead. Just tell us right now, listen, you could be rid of this in the next 8 minutes. 8 freaking minutes. It's like going to a clinic without having to go to a clinic. You don't have to go anywhere. You sit at home and type, get ready. I know it's you. Let us know in the chat.
Absolutely. I'm seeing some volunteers come in. So this one is another.
My little campaign worked.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. We got 4 volunteers, it looks like. So I'm going to take Lisa, first volunteer here. She says, oh, there's 2 Lisas. Oh, no, just one. Lisa Storoshenko. We'll just go Lisa S.
Yeah. Lisa S. Welcome, Lisa S. to the show.
So this is, to me, this is also kind of like the ringing in the ears of sleep, where, you go in, you do a session, you let things, process, settle out. And then, next week you go in, chip away at it again. And you kind of, it's a process, right? Because a lot of the time the subconscious won't let us purge everything all in one session. It's just not safe, and it's, not possible. So, the subconscious does want to keep us safe. And, it, in that regard, it just clears out like one session at a time, and you usually go deeper and deeper and deeper each time. But to get to the deep stuff right away, it's just too traumatic. So we sort of like peel it away like an onion.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Lisa's also updated there. She said, I have a lot of image issues and love some help. So that's the same Lisa that you're going to help with there. So
Perfect.
Issues. So what her story about what she looks like, or the way she should look, or just all that she knows what that means.
Mm-hmm. Right. So how do we do it? So as a practitioner, I connect up to Lisa and act as proxies, and I'm going to muscle test to find the emotions on the chart. So I'm muscle testing with my hands here. They're just down in my lap. And anyways, what we're doing here is the emotion code. So if you're new, we should probably explain that a little bit of what we're doing. We didn't make it up. It was developed by Dr. Brad. And get the book on Amazon or Kindle or whatever it may be. If you're new to it, good place to start. So what we're going to do here is tune and connect up. So I'm just going to set the intention to connect up to Lisa S. So do that now. So tune and connect up with intention. So it's like kind of like Wi-Fi, where you need someone's password, and me please is the password. So Lisa S, tune and connect up. So I'm just going to set the intention, Lisa. So I'm going to muscle test for Lisa now. Ready for a session here. Yeah. Again, I'm muscle testing with my hands here. Ready for a session here, Lisa. Yeah. Okay. So I do have a good connection. Yeah. Safe for a session here, Lisa. Lisa S. Yeah. Okay. So we're working with self-image issues. Yeah. Image issues would love some help with. Okay. So poor self-image. Being hard on yourself, beating yourself up, kind of like a damaged view of yourself. Is there?
So John's muscle testing.
Muscle testing here. Yeah.
Actually asking questions, yes or no questions, with his fingers to get muscle testing, and he's coming up with some direction where to go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could ask a severity on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah,
that's a great place to start. So what's the severity of this? Poor self-image or low self-image? Is it at least a 5? Yeah. Is it 4 or less? No. Is it a 10? Is it a 9 or less? So I did get a 10 out of 10. All right. So is there a trapped emotion associated with this poor self-image? When it's cleared, I can as Lisa, I can love myself unconditionally and see myself in a loving, positive way. Yeah, there's a trapped emotion. So is it in column A or B? So it's in column A. So I get my chart here. 2 columns, 6 rows, A, B, odd, even. So there's 60 in total. And I just narrowed it down to 30 just by eliminating column B, right, with the muscle testing. So we know it's in column A. Is it column A? Oh, yeah, it's odd. So is it A1? So it's A1. Okay, so is it the first one? Second one? Yeah. third, fourth, fifth. So it's betrayal. Betrayal. Okay. Do we need to know more about this? Betrayal. No, if we did, we can find an age. Sometimes it's good just to find it, and that you can, connect with it and know like when it was and be like, oh yeah, it was a really tough time. That makes sense. We like that. So 11 or older, no. 9 years old. Clearing betrayal, 9 years old. You may know, you may not. Doesn't really matter. Clear it now. Clear betrayal. So that's a magnet. Okay, so I've got a magnet on this little bracelet thing, and you can use any magnet you want. I also have this one. It's a bottle opener that I got in the Dominican Republic. Keep that right there.
This is on. It doesn't have to be a special magnet.
Yeah. Just to remind me that, we used to be able to like go places and travel. So, and one day we will again. I just keep that right there. Okay. So that's cleared. Yeah. All right. Another trapped emotion, Lisa. We can identify and clear. Yeah. To improve your view of yourself. Yeah. Okay. Is it be odd or even? So we got B5. Creative insecurity. Put your hand up if it's your favorite emotion to clear.
Yes.
Release creative insecurity. Release that. That's released. Yeah. Okay, Lisa, is there another trapped emotion we can clear to, improve view of self, improve self-worth, self-image, the way you view yourself. What else could we say? The way your amount of self-love. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. A2. Is it first one, second one, third one? Oh, it's kind of close. Is it despair, disgust? So it's despair. Yeah. Okay. 9. Age 9, despair.
Again, another British word. Imagine the Victorian woman with her hand on her forehead.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look at the definition
So
in the book, it's not very nice. Yeah. Okay. Quick severity check. I've got a 6. So a couple emotions out. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is there another trapped emotion, Lisa? Identifying clear. Yeah. 3 or 5. So we're into B3 now. Self-abuse.
Okay, meaning negative self-talk, or you abuse yourself with words. It's pretty common for this, right, John? People blaming themselves and beating themselves up, or repeating that negative story over and over and over again. And
yeah,
self-abuse is.
Yeah, and that was around 9 or 10 years old again. Yeah, so good connection here, Lisa. Proxy, just making sure we're still connected here. So there's another trapped emotion. We can identify and release to increase self-love, self-worth, view of yourself. Yeah. So odd or even. So is it a 4? Is it resentment? Is it resentment or hatred? Is the resentment? Resentment. Yeah, I need to know more. No. Resentment, holding on to past grudges. We, know what that is. Clear that. Okay, is that released? Good little mix here, Lisa. Okay. All right. So let's just check here. So the other thing we could do is like the 4 beliefs on this, and so you could do like, which is where I'll just give examples of what you could do. In a session, or what I would do in a session. So you can muscle test the statement: I'm worthy to love myself unconditionally, safe to love myself unconditionally. It's okay to love myself unconditionally. And, I believe I can love myself unconditionally. You can even do like deserve, or willing, or, I know how. So, I mean, there's lots more you could do, in later sessions, right? But for now, it's good to, kind of keep it simple and just clear it out. I mean, for the demo, or
just take layers off. So we're that resistance and the onion layers one after another.
Yeah.
I looked at somebody with self-esteem, and that was, so would it be okay if I esteemed myself? Because that's what self-esteem is, the ability.
Right. Yeah.
And hers was 10. And when I was done, I said, how was that? She said, you know what? I really, she was esteeming herself in the conversation. And I noticed, I said, are you noticing that you're esteeming yourself? She said, I haven't done that for a long time. So again, you
Right,
got to
yeah.
break the beliefs that it's okay and it's safe and so on.
So I'm just setting the intention to process all these energies with ease. So as they're clearing out, do it gently with ease. We'll do that. So I'm done the clearing for now. I did get severity 0, which means, that's kind of like the round for now. Yeah, it's a nice little demo there, Lisa. Let me know if you're noticing any sensations, anything coming up. Yeah, done. Thanks for volunteering.
We did it today. We took a problem that a lot of you might have. And again, when you hire John and I, if something like that might not take it won't take a full 25-minute session. So that could be part of what you want to have done in your 25-minute or 30-minute meeting. But today it was a demo to show that we can talk to your subconscious mind through muscle testing because it's smart and it knows everything, it being your subconscious mind. Through muscle testing, brought John to all the feelings that were unprocessed that keep flaring up, those negative thoughts or the pain or whatever that might be. Today it was around self-image. And now it's like slow release fertilizer, right? It's over the next couple of days and thinking,
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't beat myself up about that. Or anyway, so be in observation mode now and just
Yeah.
let us know by next week.
Yeah, Lisa, a lot of the time it's subtle, which is very, very powerful to have that subtle, that feeling of, just being gentle on yourself. Subtle, it can be very, yeah. So just, keep an eye on things, a gentle eye on your observations. And
We'd love to hear from you next week.
yeah, it'd be great to come back. If you came back, Lisa, next week, let us know what you noticed.
Yeah, she's just saying here that the age 9 made sense to her. So again, this is the beauty of this work. We don't have to talk about the event at age 9, right?
Right.
It's like you don't have to sit on the couch now for 13 or 14 weeks and talk about it. Because until the magnet comes out, in my opinion, the emotion's still there. So, okay, John, we're prepped up for some future shows here. A special one on January 1st that I'm doing on muscle testing. And just a reminder, even if you can't make it to the muscle testing one, you can still register for it and then watch the replay. And it comes with the worksheet, which is the most important part of the whole thing. So you can take notes and have that in front of you when you're going to be testing how to do muscle testing. You saw John and I today. We're here live every Saturday. I think we're in episode 174. You can go to my website, which is removetrappedemotions.com, and you'll see at the top it says The Bro Show, or this little graphic. Click that on, and you can, on that page, you can sign up to be notified. You can go watch the last 173 episodes, and you can find how to get a hold of John or I, so you can have your own emotion code appointment. Well, let's take one peek out back in the room, and we're going to sign off for today.
Absolutely, yeah. Sandra has already registered for the January event.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, we have a few other volunteers just doing the one today, but if this is something you wanted to address, you can hire us to help you with that. Yeah.
And the purpose of this show is to make people aware that the emotion code can help them, just like ringing in the ears. If you're a ringing in the ear, I know you've tried everything. So what a refreshing breath to think, oh, this can reduce it. Reducing is better than not reducing it. And the same with today's subject. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's what we want to hear from you. Oh, I didn't know the emotion code could do that. Well, hashtag it can. And we're the guys that want to help you do that. So thank you for hanging out with us every Saturday. And John, I don't think we have a topic for next Saturday to announce, or do we?
Yeah, we are doing short of breath.
Oh, that's right too.
Like constricted breathing, kind of on edge, uneasy.
Blocked air passageways, shallow breathing. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I do a lot of my clients, even if they don't ask me, just while I'm doing my speed muscle testing, I'll say, what is the severity of my blocked air passageways from my lungs out through my nostrils? And it's like an 8 or a 9. I thought, can you breathe? And they don't know it's an 8 or a 9 until you remove it. I'm thinking, oh my God, I guess that was blocked. It's one of those things. It's like you don't know your hearing is gone until you get it back. I'm thinking, oh, I can hear better. Okay,
Yeah.
John, see you next Saturday here. And again, if you want to be notified, join the Bros email list every Friday at 9 a.m. John, let's say goodbye to our friends.
Yeah. Have a great week, everyone.
See you later.